Okay, in this video we will explain the concept of gauging. This one is the last topic in this chapter number 1, model number 2. So initially I will explain what is meant by gauging. Gauging nothing but what? It is a method of checking dimensions with the help of non-recording type of gauges. Non-recording nothing but what? If it is if the dimension should be recording, then we can call it as it's an instrument. So gauging is opposite to that one, instrument. So with respect to recording type means it's an instrument. It is a non-recording type of gauges nothing but what? Non-recording type we can call it as a what? Gauges. So some gauges used in this type of methods we can call it as a what? Limit gauges. So the term we can call as the gauges used in this method. In this method nothing but what? There is a method of checking dimension with the help of what? Non-recording type of gauges. Non-recording type. So that the gauges used in this method we can call as what? Limit gauges. So what is that limit gauges helps in? It helps in it is helpful and it is used to check that the inspected component satisfies specified limit or not, whether the inspected component satisfies specified limit or not. So it is non-recording type nothing but it is not supposed to measure with respect to any scale measure, calibrated or else calibrated scale measurement. So either whether we have to check whether it is in the specified limit or not, and also it helps in determines that the it determines that the part is inside or outside the tolerance zone. So it's very important. So again, limit gauges helps in determine that the parts is inside or outside the tolerance zone, or else in other words we can call it the part is correct or not. That we can tell it by the types of limit gauges. So in this limit gauge we can apply for the hole and the apply for the hole. We can call it as a hollow hole, and this is for the cylindrical shaft. This is the what? No go instrument, no go gauge, and this one is what? Go type. Here we can call it as a what? Go and no go type. So initially in this hollow, this is what? Tolerance. We are already discussed in the previous topic. This is a tolerance. From here, from the bottom to initial, we can call it as a what? Minimum limit. And this one we can call it as a what? Maximum limit. Okay. And here also we can take it as a what? Minimum limit will be this one. And this one is a minimum limit for go gauge. Initially this is for minimum and the maximum. If you are applying for the go and no go, these concepts come under in the come under with a principle called Taylor's principle. And in the next chapter, in the next video, I will tell you about the Taylor's principle. Just to go through this video regarding only the basics of how we can measure the hole and the shaft. So if the go is here, if you are considering any go gauge, go and no go type, this is one type of gauges. This is come under types of limit gauges. Then we can again I can elaborate in the classification concept. In the elaborate in the classification. So here in the hole, this is what the minimum limit and the maximum limit. If the go side will move, it can move easily. Why? Because it is in the minimum limit. Nothing but what? While considering the hollow workpiece, this way the minimum limit will be the maximum material. So we can easily this is the maximum material. If you want to remove the material, we can remove up to here. You can adjust through we can adjust the hole with respect to by removing the material from this point to this point. So the go one can easily move. So no go is highly impossible to the to go in this hole. So the go gauge can apply this type of gauges called plug gauges, which is used for hole, and this same the concept which can apply for the shaft we can call as a ring gauges. So here the maximum limit is what? The maximum material. Here the minimum limit is what? The maximum material. This is very important. These two will be the hole and the shaft. Now now we can differ the both the gauges and the instruments. So these gauges we can call that this is also a what, inspection tool. We can call it as a what, inspection tool, without any without any arrangement. It is scale arrangement, without scale arrangement. So instrument nothing but what, with scale arrangement. And that is the main important part. It doesn't give the actual reading. That's also very important. It doesn't give actual reading. Obviously it gives actual reading, and it is suitable for mass production. It is not suitable for mass production. We are not supposed to measure each and every component with respect to scale in micrometer, in screw gauge. It takes very it is not suitable for what, mass production. So you won't get any accuracy. So it's not suitable to maintain a accuracy. It's nothing but what, it's not suitable for precise measuring. It's not suitable for precise nothing but what, accurate. It is suitable for what, precise. Okay, it can be easily it can be easily used by unskilled employee, or else an unskilled worker, and it is to use it, skilled labor is required, or else skilled workers are required. So this is the main difference between the gauges and the instruments. Now you come to know that clearly. So these two figure again I will explain in the Taylor principle with respect to go and no go gauge, and this is, and one more thing I will explain you before going to the classification of the gauging. So hole, always to measure the hole we can use the plug gauges. To measure the shaft we can use only the ring gauges for the go and no go type. So before going to the classification, I just read it out the ones, the difference between main gauges and the instruments is 5 marks question. So gauges is what, it's an inspection tool. Yes, gauges is inspection tool, but we want with the help of what, non-recording type. Here recording type means what, here with respect to scale arrangements we can easily record the values. Here there is not supposed to record the values, and it doesn't give the accurate reading. It is give the accurate reading. It is not suitable. It is suitable for mass production. It is not suitable for mass production, and it not suitable, and not suitable for precise measuring. Precise nothing but what, accuracy. You won't get accuracy here. It is suitable for accuracy. Unskilled worker can do this. Unskilled workers can use these gauges. So here the skilled workers are required to measure for measurement the instruments. So this is the main difference between the gauges and the instruments. Okay. Then now I will explain what are the types of the limit gauges. So limit gauges nothing but what, it do not indicate any numerical value. It do not indicate any numerical value. Yes or no? Yes, it do not indicate a numerical value. So based on this, according to the type, we are having two types. One is what, standard gauge and the limit gauges. Limit gauges now I am explaining. Then I will come to know what is meant by standard gauges. Okay. Then another, according to this is according to the type, and this is according to the purpose. We are having three types of gauges. One is workshop gauge, inspection gauge, and the reference gauge. How they are doing the measuring with respect to workshop gauges and the inspection gauges, I will while explain the plug gauges I will let you know. Okay. And then another type, according to the type of surfaces to be tested, we are using a plug gauges and the snap gauges. Plug gauges is for hole, surface of the hole, and snap gauges is for what, surface of the shaft. Snap gauges or else ring gauges. Another name for snap gauges was ring gauges. And the last, and according to the design, we can again you can classify with respect to what, single and double limit gauges, single and double ended gauges, and fixed and adjustable gauges. This is what the classifications of the limit or else types of the limit gauges. In this types again we will come to know the, according to the type we will get limit gauges. Limit gauges are also one type, and standard gauges also one time. Okay, then in the next video I will explain briefly regarding the types of limit gauges, where we are using the plug gauges and the ring gauges, and where we are using that and I will explain what is the Taylor principle states, what the Taylor principle explains, and what are the steps taken to design the gauges, and what are the criteria we are required for the design of the gauges, and what are the difference between the tolerance and the allowance in the next video. Okay, thank you.